Yo, what's up everyone, and welcome to another Gore's Recent Game Pickups video. And it's been a little while since the last one. I mean, not that long, but you know, maybe a week, two, I don't know, 3, 10, I have no idea anymore. Before we get to it though, let me address a couple things. You're gonna hear a couple of different noises in the background. You're gonna hear my PS5, I left it on. I thought it'd be kind of fun background noise. You might also hear some fireworks in the background because, of course, it's almost 4th of July as we're recording. You might be watching on 4th of July. If so, then happy 4th of July Day, happy Independence Day. Phobia, go on, America. Anyway, so that's really all I want to address. When I said a couple of things, I just want to address the two things you might hear in the background. I guess I should also address that this is going to be a pretty short one. Also, I am not feeling the best, so if I'm a little slower than usual, then that's why I don't feel great. I have been having stomach issues. You don't want to know. Anyway, so let's get to it. Let's start off with something big. Of course, I did an unboxing for this. I even did a little video game Gore Plays thing where I show off the device, kind of. But I got, of course, the Steam Deck. Got the 64 gigabyte one here. I already had a SD card, so I didn't really give a shit about the slightly faster, whatever the hell, the 529 gigabyte. I mean, 529 gigabyte, that'd be a lot. $529 one was. So I got the $400 64 gigabyte. I call this the bad boy edition. I call the other ones the sucker editions. But I got it, and I've been having a blast with it. A couple things straight off the bat. One, at first, I thought this boy was heavy as shit. I was like, God, this is heavy. But like most things, you get used to it. I actually kind of equate it to... Oh, my AC. It scares shit out of me. Shut up. Shh. I'm not restarting. I don't care. I'm too far in. So anyway, I thought it was very heavy at first, but I equate it to kind of like the weight of like the Wii U controller or whatever, the Wii U gamepad. It almost is like the same length almost too, I want to say, and heavy wise, I feel like it's the same. I don't know. There's something about it that feels the same as that. And when I hold it, I feel like I'm holding that besides a Switch. Another thing that's cool about it is that after playing with this thing for a lot of hours, and going back to the Switch now feels lighter because this is definitely heavier. Yeah, I play with my little Switch all the time, if you know what I mean. And yeah, going back and forth between this and that, it's just like night and day when it comes to the weight. Also, the heat on this thing is freaking insane. Like when you're playing a game that's like maybe not the most the best when it comes to optimization, I guess. I'm assuming so, because there's certain games that just heat this thing up quick and drain the battery like a son of a bitch. I was playing a game called Forgive Me Father, I think it's called, which is it's a first-person shooter but has like a 2D aesthetic. It's really cool. It's a very like Lovecraftian too. I like it. I think it looks cool. I think it plays well. But dude, I started playing that, and 10 minutes in, my fucking hands were like sweating. I was like, whoa. And I played stuff like Enslaved Odyssey to the West, which is definitely a more graphically crazier game. And I even like played a little bit of Left 4 Dead 2, and it wasn't like, I don't know. I mean, Left 4 Dead 2 is a older game, obviously, but like, I'm assuming that has something to do with the optimization of certain games. It just like, I don't know. Those games, like, I was fine. Like, I played like an hour of Enslaved, and it got hot, but not too hot. But this thing can get to sweltering conditions, like where I'm just like, if I'm touching right here, I'm like, ow, that's hot. So it gets hot. It definitely gets hot. So play this with the AC on, and you'll be okay, and your little device will be okay too, hopefully. So yeah, just wanted to talk about it. I played some games on it. It's pretty good. The battery life is terrible on it, but it feels good. There's some glitches, but it works well for the most part. And I think Steam, or Valve, I should say, I want to say they did it well for their first console. So, well, I guess they had the, what was it called? The Steam, what was that thing that connected? It wasn't a console, but it was like it connected it to your TV or whatever. The hell was that thing called? I still have the Steam controller somewhere. I have no idea where it is, but I have it. I still have it. But that's actually another thing I want to mention, is that these touchpad things, kind of cool. I like that they vibrate, but I haven't used them for anything really. They do work for certain games, especially first-person shooters, which would be kind of cool to use this to aim, but I don't really care for it. So I think these sticks are actually pretty good. I will say I like these better than the Joy-Cons, that's for sure. But I do have a SplitPad Pro for my Switch, which Just look them up. They're much better Joy-Cons. Let's just say they don't have vibrations in them, but they're much better. Anyway, let's get on with it. You know what? I'm gonna show this bad boy off because I actually had this for a little while and I never showed it off. Perfect timing too, because the 40th anniversary just happened. So I had to pick this up. I was at Best Buy and they were there, and it was expensive, but I had to get it because it's one of my favorite movies ever. I got my boy McCready. Look at that, drinking the freaking whiskey. He has the goddamn shotgun. He's ready to go. The K, I think it's supposed to be K and B, right? But they put KJ on it instead, which is funny. I'm assuming they couldn't get the rights. But of course, this is the NECA figure. I still have the box somewhere. I should have probably got it. But that's the figure. That's the way I wanted them presented. Just holding a shotgun, has the whiskey in one hand. He's tired of this shit, you know, fucking things. But anyway, The Thing is one of my favorite movies of all time. Had to get this. And and NECA already showed off. They're doing the dog thing, which if you saw the movie, you know what that is. And I can't wait to get that. That's going to be amazing. So there you go. Hey, keep releasing The Thing figures. I will buy every single one of them. I'm not even kidding. Make everything. Make all the characters. Make the outpost. I will buy it. I'm not kidding. I will. Unless it's like really expensive. And even that, I might still. Anyway, so I had to show that off. Let's get to the games though. Actually, you know what? No, let's not get to the games. Let's get to some game related though. I bought this about a month ago. I'm actually very surprised it got here so soon. I'm not gonna lie. This is a vinyl soundtrack for a game series I really, really like. It's one of my favorites. Not my favorite game in the series, but I was happy to buy it, and I hope they make more vinyls for the other games in the future. But I got the Breath of Fire vinyl right here, which has some awesome artwork. Got Nina and Ryu right there. I want to say Ryu so bad. I always say Ryu. Excuse me. But there you go. That is the artwork for it. I got this from Ship to Shore, I think it's called. It is, yeah, Ship to Shore right there. It says right there. Yeah, so this would cost me a lot. So I don't know if I'll get every one of them if they do every game. I'm assuming they will in the future, but I definitely want to get Breath of Fire 2. That's my favorite one. Breath of Fire 3 and 4 are great games too. Never played Dragon Quarter, so that's the 5th one. They decided that one shouldn't have a 5. I think in Japan it was called 5 though. I could be wrong, but over here it's called Dragon Quarter. I really like that series, so, and I would love to go back to them eventually, but I have too many games to play, so can't do that anytime soon until I decide fuck the backlog and I just go back and play games I want to play. Man, it's getting heated out there. I need a shave, by the way. This looks bad. Good lord, look at this. God damn, it's all patchy. That's terrible. Come on, man. All right, let's get on to the games now. Actually, no, I'm just kidding. We go into the games. This one this was like an impulse buy almost, because I was like, you know what? Not my favorite game in the series. I haven't played every single game in the series. I definitely haven't completed that many games in the series, but I do like the series a lot. Not my favorite game in the series, but for $16 I had to get it. This is Final Fantasy X, of course, X, whatever you want to call it. This is the Greatest Hits edition. Now this usually goes for around $15 to $20 sealed, but that's usually just the one that has the plastic wrap around it with no seal. But this one has the seal, so this one goes for around $35, $40. So for that price, and even has the hang tab, which is, I don't like when the hang tab is loose like that. I like it when it's like stuck down. But I guess I can put some tape. Actually, I guess this guy kind of tried to put some tape. It didn't really work out. Yeah. But yeah, so for that price, I had to get it. It was a good deal. All right, let's get to the Xbox games. Or game, sorry. I thought I had more. I only have one. Capcom Fighting Game Collection, or yeah, it's just Fighting Collection, which is weird. You think they put game collection, whatever. I actually played a little bit of this. I never really played Darkstalkers that much, so I was actually kind of excited to get this just to play Darkstalkers. Problem is that I wanted to play online, and the 3 times I tried to play this, nobody, I'm not even kidding, nobody is playing this online. I can't find a single fucking person playing this online on Xbox, which I figured there wouldn't be that many people playing on Xbox, but I thought maybe there'd be like 1 or 2 stragglers here and there. It's a brand new game. Played like a day after it came out. Nobody. And it was like 9 p.m. my time, so that's like prime time. It was the weekend too, I think. I think it was Saturday. Nobody was fucking playing this. So that sucks. What is in here? Oh, Overwatch is in here. I lied to you. No, but the game is actually in my console, that's why. And yeah. Sadly, no one's playing it, but I played against the computer. It was pretty fun. I played all the Darkstalkers games. Lilith is pretty dope. I like her. She gets nudie. Anyway, her move where she gets like nudie is like the best move ever, though, I will say. Not just because of the nudie part, but because it's actually pretty fun. Anyway, I also played as Victor, who's just Frankenstein dude. He's pretty fun. Anyway, so and he gets nudie too. Everybody gets nudie. Hey, that's the best part of nudity, when it's equal nudity. You know, everybody's like, you look at women, blah 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 blah. No, I look at everybody the same way. I want them all nude. Anyway, let's get to it. Get to the actual games. Get this shit out of here. Let's get to the actual fighting games, okay? Street Fighter V Champion Edition, of course. I picked this up. You might have seen a video I did yesterday showing off a couple of things I got from GameStop. This was one of them. I was surprised to see it was actually a sealed game. I bought it new from GameStop, but if you know GameStop, well, I would say it's a 30% you'll get it new, 70% chance you won't. Or how about this? I'll give them a break. 35% chance you will get it new when you asked for new and you bought it new. You paid fucking new price. There's a 35% chance you'll actually get new and not used with a sticker that says new. Nobody gives a shit because this is the thought process behind it. They take the disc out so they can have a box up on the counter, or not the counter, but the shelves. Nobody that's getting new games nowadays gives a shit. Oh, that game's out. Oh, and if so, why don't you print out a fucking thing and say this game's available now? There you go. They'll say, oh, it's available now. Okay, I'll get it. You know what I mean? What the fuck? I hate that. I hate that excuse. It's so bullshit. Anyway, so I got this because I've been really wanting to get into fighting games. I've said this many times before. And I've heard Street Fighter V now is a great one to get into, especially since 6 is coming out next year. So this will be a good, training, because I haven't played a Street Fighter game in fucking years. So I got it was $20. It was $25, but I had a $5 coupon. Hey, don't fall. Anyway, I also picked up Oxide Room 104, which is a horror game for the PS5. And I have a feeling this one's going to be, really hard to find in the future. Wow, it's just going to be one of those fucking games you get for $5 in a fucking bargain bin in about a year. But I can never predict these things. But I've heard it's actually a pretty decent little horror game. You got this guy who's, kind of creepy looking, if you can even fucking see him, because the box art's so dark. But I've actually heard it's pretty good. It's a lower budgeted horror game, which is the same as the next game I'm about to show you, but I've heard good things. So not amazing things, but 7 out of 10. I'll take it. I'll take a 7. So yeah. So I got this. And look at this. Every game you buy, you plant a tree or something. So there you go. I bought this game and I planted a tree. So there's a tree out there that's planted and alive because of me. See that? You can read that, right? Perp Games, in partnership with Eden Reforestation Project, will plant 1 tree for each copy sold. There you go. There you go. I did it. I fucking did it. I saved the earth. It's funny, though, that they had to shave a piece of a tree off to get the cover. But whatever. We won't talk about that. Let's ignore that fact. Anyway, speaking of horror games that are indie, that just came out recently on PS5 and have been getting 7 out of 10 reviews. Phobia, St. Dinfa Hotel. Dinfa? Dimfna. Just call it Phobia next time, guys. Maybe they wanted the Phobia to be the series, and then each game will be like this place, I'm assuming. But anyway, I've heard good things about this one. This actually looks like a Resident Evil 7 style, first-person horror game. It's not like one of those hidey-hoo away from the thing that's chasing you games, or just like a walking simulator, like a Layers of Fear. This is actually a game where you have weapons, you have an inventory, you go around, you shoot, you bang bang, you go blat blat. You go, oh look, a big fucker. You dead. I ain't scared of you. Fuck you. I got a shotgun. But yeah. This also, by the way, I got this from where did I get this from? Oh no, I got this from Amazon, so can't even blame GameStop for this one. Not that it's GameStop's fault or any people's fault besides fucking Sony with their shitty ass cases. Loose disc. I don't know why. I feel like it always happens with the horror games too. The next game I'm about to show you is not a horror game, and it's fine in there, and it is a PS5 game. But anyway, I've heard good things about it, so I want to get it. So there you go. Next, and actually the last thing I have here is Deliver Us the Moon, which is not a horror game. And look at that. Listen to that. You hear that? Wait, oh, really listen. Yeah, that's how it should fucking be every time, Sony. Anyway, so, yeah. I've heard good things about this game. This is the next-gen version. It was a PS4, Xbox One game, and it got a, next-gen update. I've heard it is a good-looking game, too. And Deliver Us Mars is coming soon, which is a sequel. So, I do want to play it. I've heard it's relatively short, so... I'm not even exactly too sure what kind of game it is. Is it just an exploration game, or is there like some action in it, or puzzle game? I have no idea. I've seen a little bit of gameplay, but I don't think I've really gotten enough to really tell you what it is. But it looked pretty good, so I had to get it. It was only $25 too, so why not? But there you go. That is it. I mean, it's a short episode. Got a Steam Deck. I fucking $40. I mean, $40. I wish $40. $400 fucking console. A $40 action figure. Fucking almost $50 for this vinyl. $25, $30, $16. Like, yeah, and these two, this was brand new. That was $40 for fucking a dead game already. I honestly should trade that back in or something. Play it some more and like, because it's gonna be so dead. There's no way this is. Well, man, I mean, no, it's Capcom. There's no way in hell this will be rare in the future. I don't know. Who knows? But Street Fighter. Or 5. I said 4. But, a couple, actually, 3 Capcom things. I got the Breath of Fire, I got Street Fighter 5, and I got the Capcom, a very Capcom heavy thing. Yeah. Welcome to my Capcom, Gore's recent game pickups. Actually, this is the end of it, so never mind. Don't welcome. Goodbye. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you till next time. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.